Schmincke, 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 Schmincke Liquid Earth. Let's take a look at these Schmincke Earth paints today. They are, this is a sample set. This is all the colors in the Liquid Earth set. There's actually 6 colors altogether, but the other 3 are charcoal based. These are earth based, and they come in a 5 milliliter sample tube size here with this little box, but you can get them in a regular, I think, 15 milliliter tube size, so about 3 times this to be more precise. And this particular set comes with 3 very interesting colors. You get a liquid chalk, a liquid umber, and a liquid sanguine. I happen to pick up this sample set at Wet Paint, which is my local art store here in St. Paul, Minnesota. But I think you can find them widely available, although I do recommend going to Wet Paint. They usually have the best price, and their customer service is outstanding. They don't pay me to say that. I say that because it's true, and I've been shopping there for more than 30 years. All right, so this Schmincke set here, this little set here, like I said, is 5 milliliter tubes. You got the chalk, the umber, and the sanguine. They're all single pigment. The liquid chalk is PW18, the umber is PY43, and the sanguine is PR102. We'll put them here in the porcelain dish and go ahead and swatch these out. Schmincke markets these as highly light fast. As a matter of fact, I think it gets their highest light fast rating, and they're semi-opaque. So semi-opaque, but I found them to be a little bit more transparent, maybe paper-wise or the way I'm using them, but they're nice. They can be used with their their charcoal line, which I'll talk about in a second. And yeah, depending on how you use them and the surface you're using them on, they can be very much like a erasable. So you can remove color if you want, which is a nice thing. It's nice to be able to do that kind of reductive or subtractive painting when you want to do that as well. I'm not saying they're going to come right up very easily with an eraser or anything like that, but you can remove them using water or sort of a dryer brush technique if you can pick them up while they're wet. And like I said, they come in these nice little sets. There, if you go to the website, you can find out all about everything you wanted to know about these and more. As I said, it's kind of a unique and interesting product from the standpoint of it's something different. Now, Schmincke says that these are made from, they're earth-based. They're made from locally sourced raw materials, I guess is one way you'd put it. And their gum arabic as a binder, just like traditional watercolors. They say that there's a kind of a gouache consistency, and I agree with that. When I'm using them, I can, it is a little bit like gouache. And I put it on pretty thick here in my demonstration of the swatches, so you can kind of see the line work in there. If you add a little water and dilute them, though, they come out much thinner and a little bit more transparent than if you just lay them down in a more heavy manner. I was interested in the chalk color, and maybe just for a mix, because maybe to lighten things up or to add a little opacity to something to see if it worked like maybe like a titanium white works with gouache or something, where it makes it even more opaque, or you can add that to even a transparent watercolor and make it a little bit more opaque. And so I just wanted to kind of dilute the colors and see what would happen, but I didn't really get that sense that it was making it more opaque at all, really. So, but again, just a short test, a quick test. So I would definitely use these as an underpainting. So here I'm going to just go ahead and try to paint something, a landscape. It's earth-based, so do an earth-based landscape. I used a Caran d'Ache watercolor pencil there just to do my rough sketching, and I'll use that today. But all the paints you see here are from the set I got here. So it's a very limited palette with 3 colors. I hope they make more, but again, these are earth tones, so I mean, maybe in some ways you're a little bit limited there. I love the way these go down, and the way they work. Now, just adding a little pencil work in here for the shadow, since I really don't have a deep shadow color with these. So I'm taking a little liberties there. But otherwise, I love the way these go down. I could definitely see using this as an underpainting. I have to see how they pick up and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed using them and highly commend Schmincke for experimenting and trying new things on the market. I think these are wonderful. Just recently tested their super granulating watercolors, which were great as well. Really hard to go wrong with Schmincke. It's a great company. I love their products, and I love that they experiment. Thanks for stopping by today. This has been Marty for owingsart.com. Art and Recipes from the St. Paul Underground Artists League is a book filled with more than 100 pages of spectacular artwork and recipes for delicious food you can fix yourself at home. The art in this book represents the work of 29 brilliant members and includes oil paintings, watercolors, gouache, ink, acrylic, and other media. It represents nationally and internationally recognized painters, cartoonists, watercolorists, urban sketchers, and illustrators. Open up this book to a world of colorful art and cooking. Get yours today by contacting one of the artists in the book or pick up a copy from our friends at Wet Paint on Grand Avenue in good old St. Paul. Thank you for supporting local artists, and from everyone at the St. Paul Underground Artists League, all the best and bon appetit.